This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Total Red Man has ever done something like this to me!
It's, time!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dregs of humanity!
Minisode 6, submission 2132. KXAS NBC-5's live coverage of Nolan Ryan's 7th no-hitter. KXAS NBC-5's live coverage of Nolan Ryan's 7th no-hitter was an impromptu simulcast of the TSN feed of a game between the Texas Rangers and Toronto Blue Jays the night of May 1st, 1991. Well, guys, today is the 30th anniversary of Nolan Ryan's 7th and final no-hitter for the Texas Rangers.
Wow.
Nobody will ever match that.
Nope.
No one will ever match that. You could put in all the top pitchers of today, your Jacob deGroms, your Clayton Kershaws, your Shane Biebers. None of them are going to match Nolan Ryan.
Nope.
But I'll tell you this. What he did at the age of, 44, 45 years old to continuously be that good is so amazing.
Indeed.
And you know what? He was on fire in 1991. He was doing Advil commercials. And every night he would pitch for the Texas Rangers. It would be a sellout every night at the old Arlington Stadium. But you know what? You would think, because you have a hot player like Nolan Ryan, that, oh my God, every Texas Rangers game would be a must-watch, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem, guys. This night on May 1st, 1991, this game wasn't even carried on local Texas television.
What?
Well, let me explain. The broadcasters of the Texas Rangers at the time was HSE. Now, HSE would eventually go on to become Prime Sports Southwest, which then became Fox Sports Net Southwest, which means it's now Bally Sports Southwest.
Insert your own gambling / pinball / midway joke here.
So, this game was being broadcast live in Canada on the Blue Jays feed on TSN in Canada. But that night, Nolan Ryan was on fire. He had 15 strikeouts, and he had 8 shutout innings. But he didn't just have 8 shutout innings. Mike, what did he have?
He had a no-hitter going.
Oh, yes. So now there's this dilemma. It's getting to the 10 o'clock news. And so this NBC news station, Channel 5 KXAS, they are like, well, wait a minute. This game isn't being broadcast locally here in Texas. Why don't we swipe the feed from TSN and put it on the air and do an impromptu news broadcast with our anchors doing play-by-play over the game? Well, guys...
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, it doesn't sound like a good idea. Guess what, guys?
That ain't it, Chief.
Guess what, guys? We're going to watch it.
Oh, my.
Oh, here we go.
It is the top of the ninth. He is just 2 outs away from his 7th no-hitter.
Now you see they put their graphics on there.
Hear the crowd. Yeah. No.
Did you see the Bear anchor? He's like,
is now
no, get it in. He's calling it like my mom would watch a
sports
sports
broadcast. As I said, the Rangers are battling Toronto.
No.
Every time Nolan has been pitching tonight, the crowd is cheering. This is obviously a record. I guess he's just breaking his own record right now.
Those fans didn't really expect to go to the ballpark for that tonight.
Wait, the fans didn't expect it to go to the ballpark? The crowd is sold out, lady. Nolan Ryan is pitching. What do you expect would happen?
1 out away.
She doesn't know. Don't tell her she doesn't know.
Oh, here's Roberto Alomar.
We're discussing with our producer whether we should stay with it. I don't know how you can leave it right now. This is pretty exciting.
Remember this, folks.
1 strike. He's now 2
Remember that,
away.
what he said.
Yeah, they should be talking to legal if you can stay on.
What a thrill that was.
Yeah.
What an amazing man. As you
There hasn't
said,
been any talk about it recently.
It's like, they didn't say to do it. Well, they didn't say not to do it.
Nolan said he was ready early, but this is 2 strikes. 1 more strike. And Nolan has his 7th no-hitter.
One more strike.
Crowd. This is an exciting way to begin a newscast. Maybe we should say good evening. I'm Randall Carlisle.
I'm Jane McGarry, and as we were just talking a few moments ago, as anybody who lives in this area...
So now the anchors are trying to make small talk between
Nolan Ryan
pitches.
is not only an extraordinary athlete, he's a great person. He's fun to watch because of the kind of person he is.
He loves Texas, and he loves throwing strikes.
3-1 pitch.
Did you hear what he said?
He's drawing it out for
He
us now.
loves Texas,
One strike
and he
away.
loves throwing
Can Nolan
strikes.
get his 7th no-hitter of his career? 15 strikeouts so far tonight as the Rangers are beating
Jesus, what a
Toronto.
hell of a game
This is
Nolan
it.
Ryan has.
He's feeling a little bit of pressure.
You
Yeah.
Even though he's been in it as many years as he has. One more
The
strike.
3-2 pitch.
Oh, no. Robbie got a piece of that.
Yep.
What would be going through your
He had
mind
some
right
good
now? I
years
guess
for
with
you
Nolan,
got
it doesn't
to you,
matter.
right,
He's already
Mike?
he's already broken all the
He
records.
wasn't here that long.
Lost to Kansas.
I
No.
want to say he was here maybe 3 years. 99 is when we got him. That was the Carlos Baerga trade. And I think he was only here till maybe 01 or 02.
Yeah, when he...
Yep.
Outside.
A little bit of English on that ball.
It's an exciting moment for all of us.
Oh, see, now they put
A lot of us are proud of him.
TSN at the
Proud to
bottom.
say he's on the Texas Rangers. They name a
Well, they kind of had to because
Oh, yeah.
that wasn't technically that wasn't the Skylink 5 feed.
Although he hasn't really
No.
expressed much interest in that. At least
Yeah, maybe legal chimed in and said you had to do that.
some people like to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
explain why
Everybody
in a
on their
bit.
feet. Arlington
Look at
Stadium
it, everyone's
is filled
on their
tonight. The
feet.
excitement is building. One more strike. Can he do it?
Did Scott say what kind of crowd they have tonight? I saw him as he walked out the door.
What?
Pop it up.
What kind of a crowd they have? Look
Back
at
in
the
stadium.
crowd.
It's unplayable.
Wow, how many people do you think are in the crowd?
What is he saying? If I could just get one more.
What
across
is he
the plate, if I could
saying?
Get him to
What would
swing
he be saying
and
right
miss.
now?
And that would
Be
be
the
it.
ball. Be the ball.
Be the ball.
I hope I'm not interrupting the 10 o'clock news.
We're gonna do if he gets this.
I think you got the
The
crowd.
3-2 pitch again.
There it is.
There it is.
You watched it live right here. Look at Nolan, the 7th
Oh,
no-hitter
look at
of
that.
his career, and he did it with a strike, his 16th strikeout.
Did it with a
What
strike.
a thrill!
That's a domino right there.
All Ranger fans tonight.
What a moment in
Oh, we're
sports
happy to be able to
history.
bring you that.
Boy, that was fun. As I said, good evening. That was an exciting way to start a newscast. You don't usually get to do that.
It was, and we'll, of course,
Oh, yeah. That is a very unusual way to start.
Not many news anchors are known for being play-by-play people, unless you start as a play-by-play guy.
Oh, those attempts to make small talk.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
terrible. Now, how did this story... Now, I knew this occurred, okay? That I saw this on YouTube like years ago. I thought, oh, that's pretty funny. But okay, the reason this came to my attention was because... Now, remember, recently, in 2021, the Texas Rangers were just no-hit by the San Diego Padres, which, of course, was the Joe Musgrove first ever no-hitter in the history of the San Diego Padres.
Right.
So this came up, once again, this is the second time we mentioned the ticket in Dallas, because we mentioned them in the Crichton Leprechaun episode on Bob Strum's new show, The Hardline. They brought up this incident that occurred. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember how back in 1991, the NBC station in Dallas, for some reason, decided to live simulcast Nolan Ryan's 7th no-hitter with, like, no care in the world. And it's like, how did this happen? Well, they got the sports director of the station at the time, a guy by the name of Terry Briggs. Now, here's what happened, okay? And this was posted on their Tickets iTunes podcast feed. I'll include the link in the description of the episode. So, the story is... Now, when this was going on, one of the news people, I think it might have been the news director or like one of the higher ups at the station said, "Hey, Terry, we're going to air the broadcast when we start tonight with the live feed of Nolan going for the no-hitter." And he's like, "Oh, that's not a good idea. That's stupid. Don't do that." And guess what?
They did it anyway.
They did it anyway. And so he runs into the room yelling at the producer like, "Don't do this. Take this off the air." Because as you notice in the 45-second mark, the male news anchor's like, they're saying take it off, but it's like, I can't see how we can take it off right now. Which, I mean, he's got a point. It's like, you've already done this. You might as well go for it anyway.
You might as well see it to its logical conclusion, whatever that may be.
Yeah, and so Terry Briggs, the sports guy's like, oh, no. The longer this airs, it's like, I'm probably going to get fired tomorrow. Oh,
I'm going to get called into the office.
No.
We're going to have a shouting match. I'm going to have to explain myself.
So what ultimately happened was they had the legal department, everybody from the station, because Major League Baseball, when they say no part of this game can be rebroadcast, retransmitted, or anything, they take that seriously. Because as I mentioned, they literally swiped the TSN feed from the game. They actually took like the feed with no graphics or no audio from the Blue Jays announcers, just like the crowd noise and everything, and put it on the air like, oh, we'll just air it here. No one will care. MLB threatened NBC-5 in Dallas with saying, yeah, if you don't make this right, we're going to take away all MLB footage from the station for a year. So you will get no Texas Rangers footage on the games for a year. So Terry Briggs, the sports producer, as I mentioned from the NBC station, says on the interview he did, listen, I talked to the news people and the people who were in the room when I was pleading, don't air this footage. They made the case to the higher-ups, and they were like, okay, we understand it's not your fault, so you're okay. So they eventually fired the person that made the decision to just go straight ahead and air the game.
Wow.
Yeah. But if you notice, okay, now remember, they have their own graphics on the whole thing. Well, Terry Briggs said to the person who was running the graphics, you know what, if we are swiping this, we might as well just give TSN credit for it. So if you notice, like in the 2-minute mark,
it switches from the Skylink 5 graphic to the TSN graphic.
Yeah. So there it is. There it is. There's your story. And that's how that broadcast came to be. Something that we did not even know about until recently. What a bizarre set of circumstances regarding this broadcast. Oh, and we also found out that later the male news anchor from the NBC Dallas broadcast turned out to be an alcoholic who drank like 20 to 30 beers a night.
Yikes.
Wade Boggs level drinking, folks.
Wow.
So, do we have anything more we have to say about this?
Certainly one of the more interesting news stories I've ever seen.
Mike?
I think the big moral of the story is make sure you have permission.
Make sure you have permission from the office of the Commissioner of Baseball.
Or at the very least, at least where you're getting the video from. Don't just, I don't want to say hijack, but I'm going to use the word hijack. Don't just hijack TSN's feed. Bizarre all around.
Yeah, to say the very least, right?
Plus also notice nowadays, I'm thinking like ESPN, they don't show anything from the game until like 2 or 3 minutes after the game ends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, nowadays this would never happen, because if this happened today, you would instantly like tune into MLB Network, and they would.
I was just about to say, yes, you would get like sort of a thing that says blank is perfect through this many innings.
Yeah, and you know MLB Network would do the same on their ticker. Such and such a pitcher has a no-hitter through 8 1/3 innings. Yeah.
So this would not happen in this day and age.
No, it would never happen again. But it certainly was a unique moment in television history. Oh, but guys, we're not going to play the music, but we're just going to do an eBay Price is Right for this minisode.
Oh, gee.
Okay. So, guys, you are bidding on a complete copy of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System game, Nolan Ryan's Baseball, for Super NES.
Oh, man, I love that game.
And appropriately, this comes from Canada. So here we go. You are bidding on the buy it now price for this game. Complete in box. With the instruction manual and Super Nintendo, whatever that is.
Factory sealed or not?
No, it's not. It's open.
Okay.
I'll start the bidding with Chico.
If it's not factory sealed, then it's not worth any more than $15.
$15, Mike.
Nah, you see, I thought it would have a little bit more since it came with the box and the manual. I'll say $19.95.
$35.98.
Okay.
It's not even factory sealed.
Well, it is Canada.
But it is complete, though.
It is complete.
True.
That might make a difference for some OCD collector. And it's $15.99 to ship.
Gee!
Well, remember, it's from Canada.
You know, I get that, but still, dang.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. On May 1st, 1991, Nolan Ryan made history.
He also made a thing on TV.
Yep.
Well, and also a TV station in Dallas made history and also made a thing on TV.
Yeah. That's going to do it for this Minisode, and we'll see you with more stuff later this week.
Wow! I've always dreamed of pitching in the majors, just like Nolan Ryan.
Now pitching Nolan Ryan.
I'm going for a no-hitter with Nolan Ryan strike zone baseball. You pitch right in your room as the announcer gives the play-by-play.
The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Pitch to the flashing light. Better hit it or the batter will.
It's a line drive to center. 2 out.
This guy's pretty tough.
Strike 3. That's the ball game.
Nolan Ryan strike zone baseball. It's like playing in the big leagues.
Better warm up.